So there we go, this is the final design of my secret shirt. There were a couple other items I really wanted to use here, but if I am able to kind of craft it on a later stage, I might replace it. Anyway, let's take it from the start. Welcome back everyone, this is my Animal Crossing New Horizons series and this is episode 70. It's definitely been a pretty fun journey for me, going ahead and restarting my island as well as decorating and creating the design for this one. In this episode, we are going to take a small area and it's actually the end part of my island. I think it's near the secret shore which I have yet to design. This is definitely pretty exciting as I have not really crafted any new items. So I'll be trying to decorate this area with only the items I have in my pocket. Now this will also include a couple of items that I did order in the last episode, which I think are here in the mailbox. Usually I do have a basic design of what items I want to use for a particular area. But for this one, I am going totally blind. I really have no idea what items I have in my pocket and how it would actually fit over there. But I guess that's the fun of decorating it without having a design. The first thing, as usual, I'm just gonna do my daily task. I did check out Resident Services building offline as there wasn't really anything important other than the 300 Nook Mile bonus that I do get. Either way, I still have a couple of items I can actually buy here in Nook's Cranny, which let me go ahead and get some more bells to actually buy them. It's pretty cool to see Pashmina here as well. Recently, to be honest, I haven't really talked to my villagers that much, so maybe the friendship levels are really not going up. In one case, I think it's really good considering that I wouldn't be that attached to my villagers when they are asking to leave this island. But on the other hand, I really want to get all the photographs of these villages. So I definitely have to talk more to them and give them more presents. Now that I think of it, I think I only got one photograph of my villager and that was from my very first island. It actually was a photo of Sheldon, who was my starter villager for my very first island when I got this game. But unfortunately after that, no matter how many times I did reset my island, I never really put effort in, increasing the friendship with my villagers to the point where they would give me a photo. Maybe I will go ahead and try that once again here on this island. Now, if you didn't know, I actually had a second character for this island whom I never played. So I actually went offline and played for a few days as that character and I was finally able to upgrade the tent to a house, which I'll be actually pretty soon moving to another area on the beach. The second house is definitely going to be my beach house and I really need to buy furnitures to kind of add to that theme. Either way, I'm pretty surprised that I was able to get a new DIY recipe right there. It's a Lily record player and the item itself is super cute. I think I'll be able to craft this one and use it in my beach house. The next thing I wanted to do was show this area which we did actually decorate in the last two episodes. Right here, this is my heart-shaped pond. As you can see, all the flowers have completely bloomed and it looks so much better than before. Unfortunately, I still haven't found the item that I need to replace the flower display case with. So I guess I'll be still checking out for that one in Nook's Cranny. Anyway, here we are. This is my secret cove and this is definitely not having the design that I really wanted it to. But we are going to work with what we have here. Definitely the first thing I'm going to decorate is my secret cove. If you remember in the last episode, I did have a windmill which I customized to look super old. I'm actually going to go ahead and use it right here. Initially, I was thinking of using the maypole, but I decided not to as it does look a bit weird right next to the ocean itself. I also tried using evergreen ash, but as you can see, it looks super bad. I guess there are a couple items you can never use around the beach. But in this case, the windmill definitely goes super well with this one. I'm also going to try and plant some flowers. as I do have excess of them and they are definitely filling up my pocket. In my previous island, I actually went ahead with a very simple design for the secret cliff. In that case, I did actually use just a barrel and a bamboo basket with couple other items. I think I had a hammock as well, which made it simple. The other advantage over there was the fact that I had a cliff coming up to my secret cove, unlike the open area that I have on this island right here. So I guess it was very easy for me to decorate over there. But unfortunately here I do have to not only decorate the secret cove, but also the path that is leading to it. So I have to be a bit more careful on the items I am using. I actually tried planting a starter. I think that was a carrot starter right there. But I'm not really sure if it will actually grow. I've never seen it kind of grow before on the ocean. So I guess it might not. But I'm just gonna try to leave it there for a few days to see if it does grow. I also was able to plant a shrub, which once again I'm really doubting whether it will actually grow. If it doesn't, I'll go ahead and remove it. Anyway, with that design completed, I think I'll focus more right here. This is the front of the secret cove, and I guess we have a bit of an area to go ahead and add a stone path that's leading to the cove itself. But other than that, I'm not really sure which item I can actually use. You know what, now that I think of it, maybe I'll be able to use the maypole. I did try using this dead tree, but it looks totally out of character for this area, especially since the ground is green and the tree itself does not have a green colored base. But now that I think of it, maybe I'll be able to actually use it on the ocean. Alright, I am back after some time. I actually had to step out in between, and I think I have to step out after this as well. So this episode might be a bit smaller than the normal ones. Either way, I will definitely try to decorate this whole area before I end out this episode. Let's see how we can actually do that. I don't think we have too much of an area to decorate, especially since I have a couple of trees around here. The best thing I could do is definitely add a couple of shrubs or fences at the end of the island. Now, according to my actual design that I have with me, this whole area was supposed to be a cliff. And I actually had it planned like my previous island, where we have to use a couple of ladders to get down to the secret cove, kind of hiding it from the view. I also had a plan of adding a lobsters, but unfortunately we have ran out of lobsters, as well as I did change up the design in between when I was creating or terraforming this island. So we have ended up with this white space at the back of the island. I think it looks good with the design right now, but if you ask me, I think I'll definitely go ahead and switch up this whole area. I might extend the cliff that is on the right side or the left side of the island, where I do have my villager's house, and then try to see if I could add a ladder kit to go down to the secret cove itself. That way all the items that I do have there can be switched up around, and maybe I'll be able to use a couple of other items. Anyway, in this case, I decided to go ahead and add the stone path first before I did go with the patterns on the dark dirt path. Thankfully, I was able to fit in a couple of stone paths all around this tree right here. This stone path pattern is definitely one of my favorite in this island. Let me know in the comment section which is your favorite path pattern. I'm super interested to check it out. After all, there are a lot of different path patterns in this game that you can freely download from the online internet. I think we have that portal where you can download it. In this case, I'm just gonna go ahead and use up this path. There we go, almost done. I just have to add a couple of patterns for the dark dirt path and make sure that I do have planted all of these flowers that I did buy. Thankfully for this area, I did actually plant the trees before, so I didn't have to go back and plant them. Usually when I decorate an area, I completely forget about the trees and remember them mid-decoration, but at least I was able to avoid it for this one. I think as far as this island goes, I definitely have a lot of fruit trees, which is something I was really not planning to actually add. If you see my actual design, which I don't think I've showed it on a video, but it actually has only cedar trees on it. There's only one area of the island where I have all the fruit trees, and that was in front of the bridge that actually goes to the museum. I think we already have the fruit trees over there right now as well. But that was the only area that I was supposed to have fruit trees on, and the rest of them were supposed to be just cedar trees. Anyway, I guess that is also something in my list that I could go ahead and switch out. Personally, I really like cedar trees. I think they actually look so much better than the fruit trees themselves. Unless if you have a island theme where you're just gonna have fruit trees, definitely using cedar trees is much better. Anyway, we are almost done with the patterns as well. I just have a couple more spaces left. At this point, I did realize that I had to add a couple of shrubs at the end, so I'm just quickly adding them. There we go. I'm gonna add another starter over here as well. This reminds me, I actually realized that I have way more orange pumpkins than the other ones. I actually don't have even one white pumpkin. I only have a couple of greener and yellow colored ones. So I might have to go back and replace a couple of these orange pumpkins with the yellow ones, so that I'll have more of them in the future. This is definitely something that you could actually do before the October comes, just so you have enough pumpkins to either craft some items or get them exchanged. Anyway, I think we are almost done. Just need to add a couple smaller items. In this case, I was just planning on adding a couple of fences around this area. I'm also checking out the path itself to make sure that it is much easier for me to run around here. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a path and I definitely need it to be more accessible. In this case, I realized that using maple is much better, and I also had to kind of shift it around a bit to make sure that I'm able to access the path. I think I remember using maple in my last island as well, but in that one I actually used it on a cliff which I am not usually accessing, so this was not really that much of an issue there. But since I'm actually using it here, which is a path that I'll be using frequently if I do have red on my island, I definitely need to make sure that it's actually accessible. There we go. I think this is pretty good. Maybe I'll go ahead and switch up this coffee plant with the floating biotop plant. This one's customized as well to kind of look like a ceramic pot. I think it looks super nice. Anyway, that is all on decoration for this island. What I mean to say is we are not yet done. I mean, we still have one huge cliff that is left. I'll definitely be going ahead and taking it up in the next episode, which I'm super excited for. But of course, for today, I think this is all I had. I'm gonna go ahead and play this game a bit offline to see if I'll be able to get some items that I really need. One of those items being the cactus and the other one being the greenhouse. I'm really not sure what it's called. If I am able to find that item, I'm definitely gonna share it with you all. Anyway, now that I did have my coffee for the day, I'm gonna go ahead and end out this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this small video. If you did, please like, and if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel, as it does help me a lot. If you'd like to support me more on Patreon, check out the links in my description, and I'll see you guys in the next one.